Okay, respected viewers and dear students, Assalamu alaikum, and this is a very good morning. I hope you are all happy and hearty. In this session, we are going to talk about different influence tactics of leaders. Before we are going to understand this chapter, different aspect of this chapter or session, we must need to understand the difference between these two words, that is influence and power. Influence and power. So, influence is what? Influence is the ability to affect the behavior of others in a particular direction. This is simply influence. But power is the potential or capacity to influence decisions and control the resources. So, in order to have a good combination with these two, let me explain this statement and you can clearly understand the relationship with you can say between these two words, that is influence and power. And that is very interesting statement for you. A leader must acquire power to influence others. So, whenever we use the word power, means you have got the ability to influence, okay, ability to influence. So, besides that, we also need to understand the two words, that is difference between power and authority. A number of times this might be question roaming around in your brain. So, in short, very simple, when we use the word power, it means ability to influence. And when we talk about the word authority, it means right to influence. The two words, ability to influence, it refers to power. And when we talk about the word, a pair of words, that is right to influence, it means this is the authority. I repeat, power is the ability to influence and authority is the right to influence. A model of power and influence, the end result of a leader influence are a function of tactics, and he or she normally they use that commitment, compliance and resistance. So, what are these three? It's very important thing. First of all, when you are going to influence the subordinates, you normally come across two different distinct behavior. I repeat, when you are going to influence your subordinates, normally you come across two different type of behavior exhibited by your subordinate. The first one is a straight away resistance, that no, it won't work, I don't want to follow it. The second is very different. And the second one is not as a kind of resistance. In fact, this is a kind of acceptance. And it is initially this is a kind of acceptance, and later on it's a kind of championing in order to help others in the understanding of the other. So, two broad continents. The first one is no, it is not possible for us to go for it, and definitely you are going to resist it. And the second one is when you are going to follow according to the directions given by the top management. And definitely there are different things which are normally lasting as a moderating effect. Actually, in fact, it strengthens the relationship between your tactics as well as the outcome of the influence. And what are these three very important moderating variables which actually strengthen this relationship? The first one is your personality traits. The second one is the behavior through which you can exhibit or share your ideas. And the fourth or third very important thing, that is the situation in which you, for example, the coronavirus situation, in which if you would like to implement something, definitely because of the very high rate of unemployment across the country, you may observe that people are automatically, they are going to entrenched in it, and definitely you are going to have a very low degree of resistance, because if they are going to resist, definitely they may be fired or they may be you can remove from the organization, and as a result they can easily observe a very high rate of unemployment in the industry. That's why they are compelled to use the continuous commitment in the organization too. So, remember, leaders' personal characteristics, leaders' behavior, and more specifically, I always emphasize that is the contextual situation in which we operate. It is having a very important, very useful, very meaningful moderating effect which strengthens the relationship between your tactics and the outcome as a result of your influence. That is, I just discussed, that is either in the form of acceptance or in the form of resistance. Acceptance is further classified or divided into two. The first one is the commitment, and later on that is the compliance. So, these are the basic explanation for that. So, in the next video, respected viewers, we are going to talk about different you can say influence tactics. So, thank you very much.